biggest, hardest stopping, most consistent horse that I've ever rode, and he's just a blast to be able to ride and show. I promise you.
At the NRHA Futurity in 2000, Matt Dillon Dunnett started building his reputation as one of the most dynamic and well-rounded performance horses in the industry. He has the distinction of being the only son of the great Hollywood Dunnett, with earnings in reining, rein cow horse, and cutting, building an earnings record of over $156,000. He started his career as a reiner with Robbie Boyce, where he was an open finalist at the NRHA Futurity and won the California Reining Horse Association Challenge and Special Event. In 2001, Todd Bergen rode him to the finals at the NRBC, and in 2003, Todd Crawford took over the reins. They placed third at the NRBC after winning the first round, marking a 226.5. And he rounded out the year by winning the Saddlesmith Open Championship at the NRHA Futurity. In 2004, at the NRHA Derby, he won the Bear United States Equestrian Federation Open Championship, marking an outstanding 228.5, making him the #1 horse to represent the United States in the upcoming international competition. And when that day came in early December during the NRHA Futurity, Matt Dillon Dunnett would not disappoint the USA. At the FEI World Reining Masters Finals, he and Todd Crawford took home the gold, beating out representatives from 16 countries, making him the first ever World Reining Masters champion.
He can go around very, with his head and neck very low, which again is very appealing to the spectators and the judges, and it's not really necessarily a man-made way. It's the way he goes. But I think that's, for me, riding him, that's what I enjoy about him, you know. And then he's just so quick to turn around and stuff. I mean, when you go to spin, you better be ready to count, because it happens fast.
In addition to reining, early in his career, Matt Dillon Dunnett had also been trained and ridden in cutting competition by Keith Kitchen. No one knew it at the time, but this exposure to cattle would lay the foundation for what would turn into an extremely successful third leg of his career. In the summer of 2005, the decision was made to let Todd put Matt Dillon into the arena as a reined cow horse, and the speed in which he picked up his new task was remarkable. Within a couple of months, he was qualified for the AQHA World Show and headed to the NRCHA Snafflebit Futurity to compete in the bridle classes.
He really took to it really fast, much faster than what I thought he might. A lot of times, those horses, you know, need to practice and experience and all that. And well, I think I got him qualified that summer. So I started him in June, and in July I qualified him in the AQHA World Show, and then went to the Reno Futurity and showed him in the 2-rein and the open bridle, and showed him at the World Show in the cow horse. So he came along extremely quickly for a reining horse that turned cow horse.
They not only qualified for the World Show, they won it, making Matt Dillon Dunnett the 2005 AQHA World Champion Senior Working Cow Horse. And while in Reno, they took the Reserve Championships in both the open bridle and 2-rein classes, which is especially remarkable when considering the fact that he had only 4 months of experience and was competing against longtime veteran cow horses.
He's so fast and powerful, and you know, again, what's odd about what he has been able to do and the time that he's been able to do it is to be that quick and physical and actually correct And most horses, it takes a year or two to get the experience to be able to do that, and he's been able to just kind of pick it right up and almost enter the cow horse arena at the same level that he was at in the reining horse arena, which again is unusual. I mean, I really had planned on, having a couple of years of, kind of seasoning and showing and show experience and all that, to get him to where he almost was, by the first time I showed him at Reno in the World Show, That doesn't happen very many times, a horse going straight from the reining into a bridle cow horse class and being able to handle it.
Matt Dillon Dunnett is a stunning horse, and his beauty is matched with outstanding conformation that has allowed him to perform year after year injury-free. His strong bone and balance has made his job as a performance horse easy for him, and even though he's been through extensive training and showing in reining, reined cow horse, and cutting, he's perfectly sound and continues to perform. If you're breeding for a performance champion, this balance is a must, and he's passing it along to his first foals.
His conformation's really good. He's really well balanced. He's a great moving horse. Again, most of the way he carries himself and moves is the way he naturally is, and so I think that plays a big part in his soundness. To where he can stop like he does. I mean, that's just really fairly natural for him to be that way, and again, he's got enough cow to be able to do it in the cow horse event too.
Matt Dillon Dunnett has more than proven himself in the show pen and is now on his way to becoming a major sire in the performance horse industry. He's the second highest money earner by the legendary Hollywood Dunnett, and he's the only one to have earnings in reining, reined cow horse, and cutting. With his extraordinary ability and style, he attracts fans every time he shows.
He does. He seems like he has fans now, and rightfully so, because he, like you say, for a fence horse, he's just a dynamic horse that has so much appeal, show ring appeal, number one, and then happens to be able to be as physical as what he is.
Thank you. Entry number 9, Matt Dillon Dunnett is the horse. From the right.
The people that work for me, they'll be loping him around in a practice pen or something, and people come up and talk to Matt, because everybody knows him, and people come up and say, "Hi, Matt, how you doing?" And my helper will come to me and say, "So-and-so came up and was talking to Matt,"
Matt Dillon Dunnett has grown this fan club for good reason. His undeniable style and presence has lit up the arena everywhere he's performed. He has the look, conformation, athletic ability, and mind that's made him one of the performance horse industry's top up-and-coming sires. And by breeding to him this season, you too can be part of this legend in the making.